I think the most powerful period in New Zealand where science and technology were not taken up by farmers was the period when there was heavy government intervention, the period in the 1970s and early 1980s. And it's so clear that farmers will follow economic gain. And if government policy is interfering between the marketplace's obvious economic gain and science, you won't see science taken up. And New Zealand data is so compelling in that regard. The farmers will tend to follow subsidies, protectionist policies, and move away from science. I think in New Zealand the classic example would be in the sheep industry. Subsidy level for the New Zealand meat industry for sheep meat industry got up to about 90% of the value of product produced. Sheep numbers escalated, productivity died. When those subsidies were eliminated, wiped in 1 year, it's fascinating. The sheep numbers dropped, but science and technology was taken up and productivity rose enormously, increased 100% over 15 years. Developments around fertility of new genetics that involved greater fertility, improved growth rates, improved carcass yields, all those things were taken up by farmers when they were no longer being paid to have more sheep. They had to make the sheep they had more productive, because business people follow economic signals, and where policy can get so wrong is where it interferes between the market's economic signals and the farmer. And if it does that, it'll distort the uptake of science and technology.